What's up, everybody? Back from yet another awesome vacation with Bass Lady Brooke. Pretty much the last of the year vacation for us. Like I told you in the past rundowns, Gaston's at White River, Arkansas, uh, is just incredible. That place is so presidential. Mike Howell, one of the best fishing guides on the river there. He really showed us 3 days of awesome fishing. First day was in a typical boat with the engine, small engine on it, with the river flows being up. And then the next 2 days, the river flows were so down that we did a raft float where we actually drifted and then got out and waded in some of the sloughs and things. And just outstanding, outstanding, outstanding. That's all I got to recommend you. Check out the Gaston's Resort in Arkansas, Lakeview, Arkansas. Go fish the world-class White River. You don't have to fly fish it. You can conventional fish it, but awesome, awesome, awesome times. The food in the restaurant, 5-star. We had lobster and steak. We ate like kings and queens. Cool way to celebrate Brooke's birthday and send her off to school with a great memory. One last good memory together before she's buried. All right, but I want to share that with you guys. Tell you thanks for all the things you do, all the following, all the comments, all the likes. And tell you about Lake Fork. So I did a rundown on Tuesday from Arkansas. Lake level was 396.17. We dropped a little bit. We kind of stabilized 396.14, 13, and then for some reason this morning, before the rains really even hit, it was back up 396.20. Apparently some of the creeks are flowing more than we think. The ground is wet, so any rain at all through the night could immediately go into the lake, which is good. We got the ponds in the local areas full. The ground is pretty much wet, saturated. So any rains, any good storms we can have are going to affect the lake immediately, and that's what's happened, which is good. The downside of it is I had some decent information to share with you about fishing. It was kind of stabilizing. There was a bite developing a little bit, and I believe with this really cold front that's hitting, the rain and the temperature drop, dramatic temperature drop for the next week, things are going to change real fast. And I don't know if they're going to change for the better or the worse. So 64, 67 degree water temperature parameter. The fish kind of started to fire up this week. Again, I was in Arkansas, but I got great connections with tons of friends that live here, tons of friends that fish the lake. One of my best friends, Rich Stringer, retired motorcycle cop from Phoenix, Arizona. He's on the lake all the time. I got guide friends. I've got the 411 on the lake, okay? There was a jig bite in 4 to 7 feet on the creek swings, and just like we talked, in halfway back in the creeks and stuff, there was a jig bite on wood. There was a wacky rig bite on wood that was picking up a little bit in the creeks. Reaction bite on spinnerbaits, underspins, buzz baits, some shallow crankbaits was hitting, a little bit of top water. I know that I think about Wednesday, Thursday, there was a great top water bite. Some big fish were caught shallow and like 2 feet of water right on the banks. But that's the gist of really what is happening. And of course, rising water, if it's cold water, which I don't think it is, could help that bite even be better. The temperature drop that we're going to experience could really suppress the fish, at least until they acclimate to that temperature. A couple tips that I want to share with you. Remember that next week or this weekend, if you are fishing, sunny banks, anytime that we do have a cold spell, even though it's not cold yet, 64 degrees is not cold yet, fish the sunny banks first because they still have felt that cool trend. And believe it or not, they want stable. If there's 3, 4, 5 degree temperature change, they could be zapped a little bit. And they will get right on the banks and sunbathe. A bass is from the sunfish family. They love to sunbathe. So your banks that east sun is hitting first is probably your best bets to be starting off in the morning. A couple good tips there to share with you publicly. Up here on the shelf here, I've got some baits and some things that are working, been working, and are absolutely going to be the bite here in the next 2-3 days to a week. The bite through the rest of November, December should absolutely be keyed right in there. And if you're not a member, you're not going to know, at least by me. So I'm inviting you very respectfully, very courteously, come over to the members channel. It's where I share super detailed information. I share locations, key locations, sometimes names of the creek. I don't ever share waypoints because I just don't want to put a bunch of you on one spot. But I use the rule of 3 to get you guys in the right area where the best fishing on the lake is, whether it's east side, west side. The Rule of Three is an awesome system that Mark Pack shared with me years ago. A lot of the pros use it between buddies when they travel. They use the Rule of Three to ensure getting their partner or their travel buddy in the right area, but not spilling too much beans. Generally, most tournaments are won in a 1 mile section of a big lake. Where's the better part? Where's the best part of where the fish? And so I use the Rule of Three and the members only to put you where the fish are. Again, I spill my guts and I tell you exactly what we're doing as a guide company, what we're putting in the hands of our clients, what's working. Sometimes even what's not working. I'm sure to share that with you in the members only. So I'm about to show some cool fall, I call it early winter techniques. And these will carry into the winter until we get real cold. And then, of course, when that time comes, we'll change and share those things with the members only as well. If you're not a member, again, come on over. Look in the descriptions below. Click on Join Members. Simple. Follow the procedures. Become a member and get those goods. I'm going to share something else that I'm going to be adding to the members. I will be doing this for you publicly on and off periodically as well. But I'm going to add, right now I do 2 public rundowns a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do 2 members only rundowns a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to add what I'm going to call for the temporary time being fish talk, or let's talk fishing. I'm going to do 1 more video a week, and it may be 5 minutes, it may be 20 minutes, but it's going to be let's talk fishing. And what I'm going to do is I'm putting it out there to you to send me topic ideas, okay? It could be fishing knots. It could be the angle of the sun and the effects throughout the time of the year. It could just be any old idea. It doesn't mean I will choose it every time, but I'm asking you guys to fill up the comments below with topic ideas. Could be favorite rods and reels, why I choose a different bait in a specific season. But rack your minds, because number 1, I'll need it to help keep topics flowing. And number 2, I want to pay you guys respect and try and give you some information that you want to learn about. So what I will tell you is that when I do this Let's Talk Fishing, number 1, it's always just my opinion, but I'll be very honest. I will use my seasoned background to try my best to not give a lesson through it, but answer questions, give detailed information about what I think the topic is about, teach about that particular topic, and then share my tips and tricks and my in-depth thought about that topic. So this will be driven more to the members only channel more often, because it will include not just a discussion of the topic, Let's Talk Fishing, but it'll give the details and the benefits of whatever that topic is that only members only should have. So tips and tricks. For example, if we have a Let's Talk Knots, we want to talk fishing knots, I'm going to share the knots with the public. Sure, I want you to learn how to tie the knots. Where those specific knots might be more beneficial to, in more depth and more secrets about knots and things, probably deserve to be a members only to learn that information. All right, so I'm going to kind of bounce back and forth. You'll get some of it publicly, but I want to drive you to the members only channel. It's $4.99 a month. Give you the goods, give you as much teaching as I can. A really cool thing, and I'll close you out on this, I'm really noticing that, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not that kind of guy. But I'm really noticing a whole lot of pros are now starting the members only channel. It's becoming very prevalent. I was one of the first that I'm aware of to do it just for this information, to share this information. I know you guys love the free information, and I know there's a bunch of free information out there, and there always will be and always should be. But I also believe on the same turn, when we get personal, and I really share not just in depth, but the exact truth of my hard work on Lake Fork. You're not booked a guide trip. Guide trip costs $600 a day. Those people get it hands-on experience. When I go spend 8-9 hours on the lake and come home and share that exact information truthfully with you, I think to ask you for $4.99 a month for 8 fishing reports is not too much to ask whatsoever. With that being said, I'm very likely going to bump it up January. Not changing anything till then, so don't worry about it. But hit the like button below if you find this well. comment below. Share me some topics, some ideas, what you would like to hear me discuss, give you my opinion, ideas, and teach about. Tell some friends about the public channel. And I wish you great fishing. If you come out tomorrow or Sunday, dress warm. It's going to be really cold. 30s, low 30s tonight, mid 50s max. It's going to be a pretty cold weekend. Other than that, I'm about ready to show everybody what's up there on that shelf in the members only channel. So thank you guys again for watching. God bless. I'm Mike McFarland, the Lake Fork Guy.